That's fine. I hate that pin location anyway. I'll take any excuse to reset for it.
Here we go.
Here I am.
If I wanted to be really greedy about going fast, I could do a slice for these tee shots. But I haven't really been practicing, so I probably shouldn't.
Nice shot.
I really need to focus on how far away I am. Because one thing about this speedrun that's simultaneously annoying and I need to work on is making sure I know how far away I am at all times. Because that's a given in any other category.
Nice on.
But in this, I have to wait around. Alright, should be good here.
Nice approach.
Sweet.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
Finally got past the first hole, and we're here. This sucks.
Nice
Wind
on.
and wind are both terrible here. This is the rare pin. Ooh, more speed strats, even though this is a terrible shot. Interesting camera angle. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I don't remember how far away I am. Alright.
Nice birdie.
I'll be as close from that angle. Absolutely. I don't care too much if I land in rough or not. Alright. Almost 93 yards away.
Nice shot.
Almost 93 yards away.
Nice on.
So that is a very bad thing, and I'm not just saying that.
Excellent.
Because Luigi needs to be closer than me. He's not, so that's wasting more time. He made that, which is most likely slower.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
Nice shot.
I'll say this one's annoying. Everything else is fine.
Oh no.
Almost the same distance as before, except this time I'm in rough.
Nice on.
That could Be slow again. That is not in. 5.32. Okay, I think I'll be fine. Teehee. That overhit? Oh.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Nice
Luigi's teehee. So, let's see. This wind is very annoying for this pin. The pin is always annoying. Always with an asterisk, because there are very particular situations where it can be interesting, particularly for speed golf. I am not paying attention at all to where I am. That is not good.
Nice on.
I'm being greedy here. I don't plan to play 18 holes, so I can burn a power if it's better for the shot.
Nice on.
That was really good. I don't think he sunk this one.
Nice touch. Nice
Alright, good stuff.
birdie.
Yes.
Not good stuff. I don't trust slicing here. Oh, that shot stunk.
Nice on.
I'm not looking forward to this putt at all. I don't think he's landing in water, which the AI sometimes will do. That looks adequate. Based on the
Nice
lag, I
approach.
didn't think that would go in. Thank goodness that was a mostly straight putt.
Yes.
Nice putt, thank you, thank you. That putt was a pretty straight putt, but with that pin location, you can never trust anything. Like seriously, some straight putts will break, some not straight putts will just be straight. Beach strats. I think it was about 145 away. That's what I wanted. We'll see if it still goes too far. That bounce stunk.
Nice on.
He did not make that.
Nice approach.
I think I missed, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, Luigi, you want to throw? Nope, you will not be throwing. Does that waste time?
Nice par.
What a shame.
Nice par.
I really should just do lowercase letters for that. Eh, what the heck, I'll try to get an approach distance.
Nice shot.
I have been regular golfing, but it's been a while. That is an unfortunate loss. The shot power itself was good. It was good process, but the bounce was so bad. And the putting power was also good, but it broke a little bit too much.
Nice shot.
Down to 3 powers, that should not be an issue. As long as I win the next 3 holes, I'll still complete this in 10. 70.53 feet. Sweet.
Nice
B.
eagle.
Yeah, he took 3 strokes as well. That helps a bit. And he hit it just far enough that he was still closer to me. He was really trying. Way to go, Plum. Yeah, shoutouts to Plum. That shot is not good.
Oh,
Wow.
too bad.
Good shot.
Nice on.
Luigi is almost certainly closer than me. So nothing too offensive there.
Yes.
So not Dormy because we tied. Oh my goodness, seriously. Got the worst pin. About 77. He's closer. I don't know about this shot.
Nice
Bouncing
on.
that way is asinine. Yeah, pin location stinks. That was a terrible bounce. He is farther. He did not sink his... Just realized my main problem with Bowser %, no maple.
Nice touch.
I will agree to disagree, but I can understand. I think I made that.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
Very well played.
Alright, gold split. Sweet.
Here we go.
Getting a chip and eagle will help with experience. I can understand that too. Yeah, that is fair. But Maple has experience with plenty of other categories, so we still get to see plenty of Maple. My main problem with this category is I don't like it. Other than that, it's okay. We are in approach. Almost made it too.
Nice approach.
Screw you, game. Oh my gosh. I didn't trust the middle.
Nice par.
That stinks.
Nice
I know,
par.
right? I was totally robbed. Accuracy because I underhit. My chips stolen! Consumed by Lakitu. Alright, that's deep and gone.
Nice on.
And again, I was not paying attention at all to where exactly I was at. So the last 100% run that I did that made it as far as it did. Let's see, it was Rain. Peach took 2 strokes and I won.
Yes.
Yoshi trolled me super hard on hole 7.
Nice shot.
He took forever to decide how he was going to hit his putt, and then he birdied. And I think he had already gotten a birdie before, so I was going to lose quite a bit of time. That annoyed me a lot. I never did complete a 100% run last December. Maybe next one, should I do more 100% attempts. Not a
Nice
terrible
on.
shot. That was a fortunate bounce, and I needed it.
Nice on.
I think he made his putt, unfortunately. So we're losing time. Especially if I miss this. I didn't, but that would have been sad. So, messed up hole 1, we both birdied 3. Unlucky so far. This win's not good enough. So PB played Yoshi to 11 holes. I did end up skimming through my Bowser percent PB, only to see how many holes were played for each. I didn't do anything more than that. And Yoshi was played to 11 there too.
Nice shot.
We'll go pitching wedge. Yeah, it's 444. That's a good pin.
Nice on.
Interesting that that spun to the right. He is farther away, unfortunately. I had too good of a shot. He missed his putt.
Nice.
No approach, interestingly. At least he didn't cheat by using a power shot either. Bad pin again. Oh yeah, that's right, I denote when there isn't wind. I'm not as concerned, but it's something else to note. Especially for this run where I don't have to note resets. Knock on wood. This better make it. Alright, good shots, we're probably losing time. .73 feet. Yoshi needs to be within that number.
Oh,
Wow.
too bad.
Wow. Oh, nice shot.
That is not making it.
Oh,
Wow.
too bad.
This is way funnier when I'm not on the clock. Come on, 5.73. Okay, that should be good. Alright, 3 and 4.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
Another good shot, probably losing time.
Nice on.
Reminder to stay hydrated.
Oh,
Oh, no.
too bad.
So, I joke about my disdain for this run, but on a serious note, the thing that grinds my gears the most is how much you can be punished for hitting a good shot. So one thing I'll explain later with my spreadsheet is something. I don't like any of this. Well, the wind is good with a good lie, so I'll just say PR, pin and rain. So I'm keeping track of the number of times the ball is hit. That's the main purpose of the spreadsheet. Oh, unicyclic. God, just needs to be so good it's a hole-in-one every time. Yep. But nobody's quite good enough to do that yet. I won in full power. That bounce really bailed me out.
Nice on.
So for my spreadsheet, I'm not necessarily taking into account like the score of the opponent. I just want to know how often they hit the ball. So yeah, my hundo attempt that made it as far as it did. Yoshi took several seconds to decide to end up making his birdie putt. No wind. The bounce, I know, right? It was a very necessary one. 505 is a good pin location. 503 is the only one that will actively aim you further to the right. The others are pretty much center. So Yoshi will not be eagling here. Two powers left. That's one reason why I won't be using one here. That and I don't really need to. Oh no, my shot was good. There's only a small amount of sarcasm with that statement.
Nice on.
I fear he made that. I am happy to be wrong. It lagged a bit, but I didn't believe it. Just gotta focus up a little bit. Thought Yoshi's putt was actually going in. We were duped, but in a good way. In the meantime, how's everyone doing while we wait for this putt to roll down the hill? He is farther away. That should be short, but not in the bunker. Well, that is better for the shot, slightly. I didn't trust 3-wood.
Nice on.
That is in.
Chip in.
That is not
Nice
wonderful.
birdie.
Sorry to disagree with you.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
If I don't win through hole 11, I might consider just ending this run. Not even kidding. Yoshi is really being mean. The game was being mean on hole 1. Yoshi birdied hole 3. And then he trolled me on 9. Maximum slice was a good
Nice
idea.
on.
8.2 feet. The main purpose of this was to test out my spreadsheet. He did not make this.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
So I need to win here. Because I will lose a ton of time if I don't. Good pin location. I don't care for this wind all that much, but I think with the pin location I'm willing to put up with it. He is closer. 2-frame hook might be really good here.
Nice on.
That's a good shot, even though it's still pretty far away. That is not.
Nice shot.
Please chip in again, that would be hilarious. I don't think he did. Alright, let's see if I can make mine.
Nice approach.
Thank goodness.
Nice birdie.
Alright, took the same amount of pulls as before. Gosh, you know what? We're just using plum. I don't even care. So, a little menuing mistake, but that's okay. We get to see plum. Let's play! Indeed. I'll have to do a little bit of spreadsheet squat on the fly because I thought I would be using Yoshi here. I didn't trust his power at all. Not on the green again. Man, I'm trolling. Ooh, triple eights. I'm still ahead because my Luigi split was good. Other than getting a tie.
Chip in. Nice birdie.
I'm fine with checking, just because sometimes the break can be really trolly. Oh no, that shot's too good.
Nice on.
Wind was fine. Sonny likes going to the gym and showing off that he went to the gym. The problem is the wind was good for this strategy, so I have to hope he misses here. Otherwise we'll get a weather report. We will not get a weather report for this hole. That is good.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
This one's pretty crazy, I will note it. This pin location is normally really good, but it can be a little bit scary with this wind. Doritos chip for hole 1. Yeah. Yeah, that is unusual, that pitching wedge shot on the first hole. Good grief. Alright, pretty good shot.
Nice on.
Wasting a power. It's weird for him to use a power and not go full bore. But who am I to judge? The first 3 characters are like the, haha, these characters are fun. They're funny. Look at them just doing whatever they're doing. Living life. As slowly as they feel like. Wario and Onward is a different story.
Nice birdie.
Also unusual. Yeah, Sunny's acting really strange right now. Pin and wind are both terrible here.
Nice shot.
Very strong winds so far in this round. So I didn't get a nice shot because the game will give me a nice shot if I achieve 80% of the power it expects me to get. And ditto for Sunny. Just avoid the bunker. Alright, not bad. A little risky only going 8 iron,
Nice on.
but I'll take it.
Wow.
Nice on.
No weather report this time, either.
Nice touch.
Had to look because it's the weird pin.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
Rain is not pleasant here. This isn't my favorite pin, but I don't hate it. When's the last time you gave the reporter a nice announcement when he was 80% accurate or more? A couple days ago, actually. Not really. Needed accuracy when I didn't get full power. I guess that was okay.
Nice on.
Oh no.
I think I'm farther. Yep, barely. He was really trying to hit a fifth shot.
Yes.
That's the strongest 6 miles per hour of wind I've ever seen.
Nice on.
Sunny sure playing like it. That was like 12 feet away or something like that. That's a good approach.
Nice approach.
Yep, he hit within 4.92 feet.
Nice birdie.
Or 4.91 something. No, it was 4.92 something. He's been mostly timid with the power in this match so far. Whether he's used power shots or not, absolutely. So, I don't really care for how strong this tailwind is. I mean, it's better than headwind in this exact situation, but I'm still gonna note it. I need to get over the bunker, even if it means I'm really far away, which I will be. Yeah, that shot's massacred.
Nice on.
Hey, Daler Ben, long time no see. Hope you've been well. And thanks for the luck, I will need it. I did some duff and putt earlier, and that was really fun, but now we're going against my better judgment and doing Bowser percent. I'm farther. Quarter long. Just a quarter long. That was a good situation for it.
Yes.
501 front pin, slightly left side. This could be problematic because if Sunny is less timid now, he could eagle. Alright, that's a bad start. Nice putt, thank you, thank you. I didn't quite trust one short of middle or middle, so that's why I did quarter long there. I think he could try to eagle, so I want to give myself any possible chance of getting a chip in, even if it's a very small chance. Bad lie means I don't think he's gonna make it. He also didn't power up. Yeah, I hope the all courses has been going well as well. I want to get back to that pretty soon.
Nice on.
Fine, good to hear. 7.9 feet. No guarantee he makes that.
Nice on.
Sadly, he did. So we're gonna get a weather report.
Nice birdie. It's a sunny day.
And surprisingly, I PB'd the other day,
Nice birdie.
even though I didn't play in years. Sometimes a break is exactly what you need.
Nice job.
But very good stuff. If I PB in this category, it will be my first in 4 years. Because it was April 1st, 2020. That was the first time I did a run of this. I'll say the pin location's sketchy. It's underrated in terms of sketchiness. Please bounce left. That'll do.
Nice on. Nice shot. Nice on.
6 shot. Thank you, thank you.
4.
He did not make that. I fear he might be farther than me. Yeah, he's farther. That's a shame. He's still going to be farther. As long as I win here, this is still a good split.
Yes.
Unlike the Yoshi round, I've kept all of my powers. I don't foresee using one here.
4.
Thankfully, he didn't. He could have made the green. And possibly been in a good position, but I got a little lucky with the back pin. He might have been a little less motivated. Hopefully the wind pushes this enough. Aw, man. That could waste some time. Of course, he can't birdie here, otherwise we'll have to play another hole. So I gotta hope he misses this, so we're gonna be losing some time, potentially.
Nice on.
He needs to not make this. I think he overhit it. And I think he's close. What? Are you kidding me? You troll.
Nice.
And
par.
you hit slow, you jerk. Whatever.
Birdie.
We got through.
Yes.
know what? We're going
Here we
again.
go.
Here we go. Nice shot.
So PB played 10, 11, 10 for the first 3 splits. For the final 4, 15, 13, 14, and 15.
Nice shot.
So if I don't save time here, I will probably mercy kill this run. But this is where we start to take things a little more seriously and hope I didn't royally screw myself here. Oh, that shot sucked.
Nice on.
That is definitely better than having me play one more hole. By a good amount, yeah. So crazy considering you're using Plum. That is true. PB used Yoshi.
Nice on.
So Wario's almost certainly going to make this.
Birdie.
Yes.
But this is one of my biggest potential time saves.
Hurry up.
Sometimes I wonder if they swapped Wario and Mario's AI.
Birdie.
Because sometimes I feel like Mario's easier to beat. Sometimes.
Nice on.
Yeah, rain's pretty terrible here. I'll say this wind was pretty terrible too. Sometimes terrible is good because it could make the computer players act crazier, but instead Wario just hits an amazing shot. Pretty much the same distance. I think that's in, thankfully. I wanted one more frame. Really bad putt.
Birdie.
I anticipate this will be a tie.
Nice
Yeah.
birdie.
Hard to be too disappointed. I can only do what I can do. This one's annoying. So in my other completed run, I must have played maybe 14 holes. The wind's still going to push this a lot. Good decision, I think.
Nice on. Nice on.
He's farther than me. He made it.
Nice birdie.
Game was really trying to troll me there.
Yes.
Plum agrees. Pin location's terrible, but Wario could eagle this. One reason why I'm opting to use Plum here, even though I have a stronger character in Yoshi, is because really Plum hits lower. And I don't care about getting the eagle here. I really should, but I don't. I like to not be in bunker. Okay.
Nice job.
Going at least 200 or so. So I pretty much need the chip in. That is not in. Good attempt, at
Nice
least.
on.
Yep, he made it. Not a surprise. Nothing I can do about that.
Nice eagle.
But in this case, I only took 3 strokes. So, even though it's unfortunate that I lost,
Hurry up.
it's better than taking 4 or maybe even 5 strokes. So, the opposite of what I want to see for winning is true. I'd rather play well, and then they just make their shots. Yoshi maybe could have gotten that eagle. Lose equals bad, lose fast equals good. That's the weird quirk about this speedrun. And also, win equals usually good. Win slow is not good. Probably a weird looking flow chart. He missed. I think that's in.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
I only clubbed up one, so I'm glad I identified that I did.
Nice on.
So if Wario gets par here, so he's not in the water, but if he gets par here, this is potentially a bad good result. It's a slow good result. If he gets birdie, it doesn't matter.
Nice on.
He missed. Okay, never mind. All's well that ends well, because he had to take 2 shots anyway.
Nice
But that was
birdie.
potentially slow.
Yes.
Nice shot.
I like all of this so far.
Nice shot.
I'd rather make the mistake of hitting the accuracy than the hook that I was trying to do and end up in bunker somehow.
Nice on.
Not my finest work. Hook would have been nice, but oh well. That is not in. Okay, made it. That was an important one.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
The one silver lining of this is this probably prevents Wario from getting eagle. Nice putt. Thank you. Thank you. That was not an easy one. I was on a weird part of that slope on 7. Okay, he's trying, so maybe he could still get there. I need to hope for a bad lie. For Wario. Down to 3 powers. That's not great. He's even topping the ball. I don't think he's on the green, but he will be in the neighborhood. So he could chip in. What a bounce. I even got fast camera as a result. I appreciate how Wario went from being a god to making weird and bad decisions. Hopefully it continues on that trend. I would gladly take Wario playing much worse than normal. But I still need to play well too. I fully expect him to make that.
Birdie.
Yes.
I'd love to be wrong.
Hurry up.
Yeah, he made it.
Nice birdie.
So 4 ties and a loss, but I have won 3 times. Just have to focus on my inputs. The power shots. Back pin. No conditions at all to speak of. If I've had no wind on other holes, I haven't noted it. And if that is the case, I haven't had no wind since hole 8 of Yoshi's match. Risky slice, but I wanted to do it. Alright, pretty good shot. I'll take it.
Nice on.
That was better than it deserved to be.
Nice on.
Oh no.
You made it. Not terribly surprised.
Nice birdie. Nice birdie.
Yes.
So we'll be playing to 13 minimum. And that's if he doesn't eagle this, which he could. So rain and no wind. He's going for it, but I don't think he makes it. Take that, nature. Still in regular rough, that's a pretty good result for him. Hoping the bad lie sacks some distance. Okay, good.
Nice on.
I'm at the point in the run where I want to try to hit good shots as opposed to, I guess, effective for the speedrun shots.
Nice on.
I fully expect him to make birdie here.
Birdie.
Yes.
That's 6 ties. I think we're playing the 14. Oh my goodness.
Nice shot.
We'll see on the second shot if this wind is good. It's pretty crosswindy, so I'll just say it's crazy.
Nice shot.
Yoshi would not have been able to eagle hole 8 either. Yeah, this is a little gross. Pin location's fine, I will say that much.
Nice shot.
That extra impact
Nice on.
adjustment was useful. Wario's not really been wasting his power shots, but that is a not good shot. I'm not counting him out. I'm not counting him out yet, though. That was way better than it had any right to be. I hope that's in. Thank goodness, I wanted one more frame.
Yes.
I'm giving this one up. Wario might mess this one up, but I might too. I'd rather just get it out of the way quickly. Yeah, he could still make that. Good conditions here.
Nice shot.
If it wasn't 445 pin, I might have considered playing it.
Nice on.
Hook might be good here. It was pretty good.
Nice on.
He missed, thankfully. That was important.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
So we're playing to 15, but that is partially by design, since I decided to give up hole 12. Okay, this is the left side pin. It's not bad. It's not worth noting either. Oh, never mind. 383. What am I thinking? This is the ring shots pin. This is a good pin. to frame. Hook is intentional. Almost too good of a shot.
Nice on.
I'd rather just hit good shots. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ties.
Nice on.
Hurry up.
I would love for you to miss this. I think you did.
Excellent.
Thank you. Almost overhit that.
Nice
But I didn't.
birdie.
Yes.
It is Dormy.
Nice shot.
So, wind is not sufficient for rough route, which is a statement I was hoping not to say. But that's okay. This is a good pin location. So I just gotta go for the jugular here. For a second, I thought that was going in. Well, Wario's been strangely cooperative. I will agree with that in it. He has been strangely cooperative. Even if he chips in here, I should be able to get birdie. He could still be a troll and take several strokes, which I think that's what he's opting to do. So mostly cooperative. But this gives me breathing room in case I do miss my putt. 3 squared. Are you serious? Screw you. You degenerate troll. Still one.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
Screw me out of a gold split.
Here we go. Here I am.
We're going really crazy here.
Nice shot.
I don't really care a whole lot about this category, so we're gonna try some silly stuff. Wow! Wario is one of my worst characters to play. But I think maybe there's a chance he could be faster because he hits a lower shot. And he could maybe steal an eagle if I play well. I wouldn't put it past him to steal a literal eagle, though. Harry's a pretty good player.
Nice on.
That's all I really have to say about him. I would have gotten the gold split if Wario had played a little bit better on hole 15.
Nice
What a
birdie.
shame. Oh yeah, I need to... Yeah, I denote Dormies a little bit differently.
Hurry up, will you? Nice birdie. Okay.
Oh gosh. I have not played as Wario in quite a while, so expect some pretty sour shots. I need to rely a lot on putting here.
Nice on.
Wario has been known to steal gold, that is true. And sometimes he does so in an endearing way, other times not so much. Wario and endearing, not a combination I expected to
Nice
use.
on.
Screw you, game. I got robbed. This pin location absolutely sucks. I hate it so much. He missed. So, we're both throwing. A tie is better than a loss. I did not expect him to miss that.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, expect some pretty sour shots. If I don't PB, it's whatever. Yeah, I know, right? What has been done with the real ace standard, is what I want to know. But the real reason I'm doing this is we have reached 1 hour in this run, is because I made a spreadsheet for this. Inspired by my camper spreadsheet, fellow spreadsheet squad member. I decided to try to make one, and maybe that would improve my motivation for at least getting a current PB. Yep, we are trying to unlock Bowser, is the long and short of this category. I'm playing as Lefty Wario just because I'm used to that sort of shot trajectory. So I'm like 20 point something. These conditions are fine. Nice frame skip, but it's uphill, so it's fine. This is the Great Value America's Choice version, beat average. That sounds about right. So, Plum would not be able to make this. I think Yoshi probably would. But I want to hit lower. The real reason I chose Wario is because his taunts are awesome. I'm hoping this hits off the front of the green and like rolls down. Sadly, that had just enough. Not a guarantee he makes that though. Accuracy is all the more important with Wario. I'm lucky that made it at all. Wonderful. He made his putt. Hopefully I make mine.
Nice eagle.
Harry's eagle animation is ridiculously long. I almost double tapped there. Tie is better than a loss. Wario's animation is also pretty lengthy. I don't think to the same extent as Harry's. You know, if I wanted to bother to improve at Bowser %, I could start hitting into the rough as Wario sometimes. Oh yeah, rain here. Looks intentional. I'm just guessing on a lot of these shots and hoping my versus records completion project finally pays off. Alright, he missed his putt. Very good. Oh gosh. Slice is intentional. As a left-handed character, this is still a bad shot, but I have a chance somewhat. As a left-handed character, slices will move to the left, whereas with right-handed characters, slices will move the ball to the right. Reminder to stay hydrated.
Oh, too bad.
If I get harried, that would be unfortunate. Okay, I just need to hit a reasonable shot here. As long as I get close, I don't really care. Unfortunately, this means that Harry's going to hit the ball a third time and do it slowly. But I'm going to win.
Oh no.
That was calculated to hear the oh no.
Nice par.
No other reason.
Oh yeah.
This is at least different from the other Bowser % runs that I've completed before. So, I'm cool with it. Even though I played Wario to 15, part of that was intentional. So that's something. And he screwed me out of a gold split. Because he decided to play really bad on 15.
Wow! Hurry up, will you? Mamma mia! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice frame skip. Luckily, I still made the green. It's a shame, because that could have been a really nice shot with the accuracy. So I'm about 30 feet out. He is not farther. Good. I think I made it. I really hope I did. Ah, screw off. He missed, though. This has been an eventful attempt, to say the least. I agree. And he's gonna hit 5 strokes. I just wanted to hear the "oh no" again.
Bogey. Oh no.
So it's still faster than if we had both parred. That is also the second time that I ended up within a foot of the cup and gotten punished for it. With a good enough lie, I should be able to make it, and there is precedent for that because we saw Computer Wario almost do just that. With a bad lie, I will be very upset. But Harry's not powering up, so it will be harder for him to reach. So this wind isn't terrible, to say the least. He's not powering up here either. I thought the wind was fine on hole 7. I just barely missed my putt. Ah, I got distracted by the lightning. I technically have a putt, so whatever. Interesting decision by Harry here. He's still off the green, so if I make this, this could be really nice. I wanted one more frame. It wasn't going to make a difference. It could make a difference now if Harry fails to make birdie here and doesn't hit it too far. He missed, I think. Please don't prove me wrong. Thank you.
Nice approach. Nice birdie.
An eventful is what will help me have fun sometimes. This pin can be shaky. I'm gonna go upper route with Wario just because he's strong enough to deal with any of the pins. And I don't want to risk going in the water on the left side.
Nice on.
I needed that accuracy. Really bad. That was my only chance and I screwed it up.
Nice approach.
We are both trolling so hard. Neither of us wants to win. At all.
Nice par.
Not entirely true. I've won 5 in the first part. Tie's better than a loss. Oh my gosh. Accuracy was the most important part there. I should have gone driver. This pin sucks, so I don't feel too bad. I doubt Harry makes this. He's somehow on green edge. I don't understand that. Shoutouts to Fitafo.
No.
Wrong category, me. Ah, this sucks. That's a really bad mistake. That was gonna be a bad approach anyway.
Excellent.
Saving a little bit of time here. Shoutouts to Fitafo. Let's see, I took 3 shots. He took 2. That was a loss. This is... This pin location's really bad for the win that we have. Yeah, that's a pretty badly timed shoutouts to Fitafo by me. Which is a well-timed shoutouts to Fitafo, because it's always a good time to shout out Fitafo. Really need to get Fitafo on the stream these days. Calculated. I'm taking a very risky slice here. And I'm still way too far. Oh my goodness. I think that's in. Save that big time.
Okay. Hurry up, will ya? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Great save with terrible conditions, thank you. That slice did end up benefiting me. Because it was a green edge putt instead of a rough. Have to stay away from the right side. Oh yeah, rain's terrible. Well, more like slow. Not his finest work, which I'm fine with. Accuracy was necessary. Pretty decent. Always love the sky and rain in this game. Me too. Especially in the later holes where you have a bit of the sunset peeking through too. What am I doing? Alright, that's an important win. PB played way better than this one because I played Harry to 13. That mistake on 9 and 10 really hurt. I have to hope Harry messes up here. Otherwise, this could be very bad. The computer players like to mess up hole 13 sometimes. That's not his best shot. There's a chance he misses here. I think he missed. I have a chance. Good. That's a big one. So, losing some time, but not a ton.
Very well played.
Alright, second verse, same as the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bad pin location here. Still ahead, though. My PB went 1/100th of a second slower than my gold split. Good grief. So my second run improved by 1/100th of a second. So if we go by the trends, I'm going to go faster than PB by 2/100ths of a second. That's absolutely insane. Mario's a good player, and sometimes I feel like he plays worse than Wario.
Nice on.
I'm glad I chose to play Lefty
Nice
Wario.
on. Nice birdie.
Tie on hole 1 would be nothing surprising.
Hurry up.
That's a slow putt. Mario does that a lot.
Nice birdie.
I don't really like this wind. At least for playing as Wario. That is a very mediocre shot. Oh yeah, I need to do another spreadsheet squad save because I expected to play as Yoshi here. Though PB played as Harry. Whether he chips in or not, I really need to make my putt. That is not in, I don't think. Gosh, that was close.
Nice approach.
0.8 squared. That is good. I'm willing to take my time a little bit just to make sure. I would rather not be in bunker. And of course I am. I will accept that.
Too bad.
And no wind here.
Nice shot.
Tailwind would be awful for Mario and Bowser because they could potentially make it. He's farther than me. That's strange to see in a Bowser percent run. Even World Record, I think World Record used Peach for the first 2 matches, then Yoshi for everything else except for Bowser, in which he used Mario.
Nice on.
Slice is intentional. So at this point, I'm just trying to hit good shots. I don't care about trying to be too cute with any of them.
Nice birdie. Nice birdie.
So just hit good shots. That's all I need to do. Hook would have been annoying here. Good pin location. No wind again. Boo's just taking a little breather. Understandable. Boo's been working hard tonight. And at different levels of strength, if Duff and Putt has anything to go on. He's farther than me. I'm not too impressed by this shot, but we'll see if he gets a good bounce. Better than he deserved. Accuracy was crucial here. I wasn't sure if I wanted one more frame of power or not. That's why I went that far over. And I was afraid of the hill. It's the one downside to this particular pin location,
Nice
which I
on.
otherwise like. Yes. That's another one where I'm willing to waste even a couple of seconds if needed to make sure that I get the win. We'll go speed golf shots here, even though I have bad pin. Three holes in a row with no wind. I'm not used to the power of Wario's clubs, so I don't exactly know if I'll get a sand wedge or a pitching wedge. What a shot.
Nice on.
I'd rather grossly overhit it than be short at all. And that is grossly overhit.
Nice on.
Good. I'm a little surprised that worked. I'll take it though.
Nice birdie.
Now I'm trolling as Wario. It's a nice change of pace.
Nice birdie.
Nice putt, thank you. I hope this goes far enough. Looks like it will. Man, I'm not used to Wario.
Nice on.
That was still really far. Good thing I sliced. Oh yeah, this pin location's a troll. That's not a great shot. He could make this though. Not making it like that. But I can understand playing it safe. Honestly, I'd rather miss like this, even though I got incredibly trolled, than if I hit a frame harder and then I rolled down the hill. I don't think that's a gift. Dang it.
Nice par.
Wishful thinking. I don't trust that pin location at all. I really should be more aggressive,
Nice par.
but I don't trust it.
Oh yeah.
Front pin is not nice here. Indifferent to the win, though. So let's see. I've gotten that center pin 3 out of 6 times so far. $112, baby.
Wow.
That is short, for sure.
Mamma mia.
Oh,
Wow.
too bad.
A little bit of loft just because I want to kill some distance here and get a softer landing. Bounces were okay.
Nice on.
I will accept those. Come on, Mario, chip in. I know you can do it. You did not do it. Still need to make my putt, though.
Nice approach.
Good.
Nice birdie.
Any win I can get is important. So missing on 6 was not great. Both of us should be able to make it here. Even with a bad lie, I should be able to make it work. Mario doesn't even need the power.
Nice shot.
He is farther than me. Mediocre lie. I think that's short. Unless he gets a really good bounce, which if he's not topping much, he's not going to. I'm like 228 away. There we go, hit my accuracy this time. No Albie. Still a pretty wicked shot. Did that go in? Nope. It did not.
Nice
Good
approach.
stuff.
Nice eagle.
That is a very good win. Especially with calm conditions. That is safer, at least. I was going left side because I got the weird pin. But we're up here instead, which is still safe. Oh yeah. No wind here. So we're going to need to play a pretty fine shot, which that's what Wario's known for. We're making the green. See, Wario's known for his fine shots.
Nice on. Fine. Fine.
Or maybe that's what the authorities do with Wario when they realize he's stolen all those coins.
Excellent.
We both played that well. Look at me being almost double the distance away.
Nice birdie.
I'll take a tie with that pin location.
Wow. Excellent. Nice birdie.
Alright, let's play hole 10 better this time. Let's try something. Hook is intentional, believe it or not. Because I want extra height here. Unfortunately, that extra height is still pushing me all the way over here. So, if I want to putt that, we have a lengthy putt on our hands. Depending on the bounce, this could be pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna still try to make it. Oh, that was a really good attempt.
Excellent.
Dang it, excellent range, and it's not gonna matter. I hope that missed. Oh, good. Putting in effort's worth it sometimes. I will take a tie, considering that could have easily been a loss. I think if I need to consider this in the future, I think hook from the right side of the trees would be better. As long as I'm not directly in bunker. I can attempt to tolerate that. Shame this isn't speed golf. This would be amazing wind.
Nice shot.
Amazing conditions in general.
Nice
Other than the
on.
aim, that was pretty good. Really good attempt, thank you, yeah. That's way short. Come on, chip it in. You did not. You were close. You were close. Let's see if I can hit my putt. I think I did. Excellent. Excellent. Hope I didn't think too much, sorry. Solid conditions. Even Plum could eagle here. But so can Mario. So I just hope he's like stuck in the tree line. That could be bad for him. Hopefully this goes low enough. Good. I hit it a little more firm than I was hoping.
Hurry up, will ya?
That is very good.
One, two, three, four.
It's even topping a little bit.
Nice on.
Nice frame skip, but it worked.
Nice eagle. Super, 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 super. Wow.
Ooh, Dormy. No idea. So, pin and wind are both terrible.
Nice on.
So I either need to make my putt or hope Mario really messes up here. I think this might be interesting. Hedged my bet saying interesting as opposed to bad or good. I might be in. Thank goodness I was wrong. This is not an easy putt for me. That's overhit.
Nice par.
But we win anyway.
Oh yeah.
Good gold.
Here I am.
Final split. I didn't expect to say those words. So even if I don't PB, this has been a pretty interesting attempt. Gold, of course, with Wario. Yep, I think I only played this with Harry before. It makes sense that Wario would have the potential to save time. Welcome, Ivan. We are just toward the end of a Bowser % run, and we are fighting against Bowser now.
Nice on.
Of course, we got a tough pin location. Been lurking. Hope you've been enjoying the lurk.
Nice on.
Good.
Nice birdie. Hurry up, will you? Mama.
I fully expect Bowser to mostly play well, but there are a few holes that he could be less than his normal, wonderful self, of course. Got the bad pin. Looks like I have gotten that pin
Nice on.
3 times out of 7, and that's supposed to be the rare pin. That's remarkably bad luck. This looks like it'll be a good shot.
Nice on. Hurry up, will you? Mamma mia. Nice birdie.
Great shot, thank you.
Nice birdie.
Not quite enough wind for me to take advantage, but Bowser could, in theory, make the green. This would be one reason to consider using Mario for this part, like the world record does. So I could just lose by default here. But one advantage to using Wario over Plum or Yoshi is he has a bit of a better chance, especially if he gets a good tailwind.
Great. Wonderful.
Not quite enough, sadly.
Excellent.
Luckily, I don't think he made it. That's why it's good to still try.
Nice birdie.
PB played to 15 holes against Bowser. Also, before anybody asks, world record is like 1 hour 41 minutes. Rain here. First time I've gotten rain on hole 4. Lots of 449s, but I think I had 2 445s. No, I had 1 444, I think. Maybe against Sunny. I'm glad I powered up. So I have a chance still at eagle. Yeah, 141's crazy. He put in a lot of effort, it would seem. He put in a lot of effort to so many of the runs, really except for ring shots. Because he just wasn't as into it.
Great. Wonderful. Hurry up, will you? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think he made that. I'd love to be wrong. I'm thankful. Not a gimme putt here, though. I think I made it. That is significant. And world record used Peach, which should be slower than Plum. I hate this. Sick putt, thank you. That was incredibly clutch. Even if I lose this one, at least I would be at even, not down 1 or down 2. I think I overhit that anyway, so a slice is good here. Risky, but good. Oh my gosh. Almost one-hopped. Based on the lag, I didn't think that was going in, but we take those, as the kids say.
Nice on.
He made that, I'm pretty sure.
Nice birdie.
Good.
Nice birdie.
Oh my goodness. Take that.
Nice on.
So that's in rain, wind. Got that pin 4 out of 7 possible times. Don't count out Bowser yet. Yeah, that was a crazy shot. The bounce really helped. Oh, that's rolling downhill. This is gonna be slow. And I'm gonna have to watch Bowser play a third shot. Hopefully not more. Let's see. Okay, good. That was better than if he had made that. Because we don't have to watch a celebration or failure animation. Yeah, hole 6 has not been kind. Don't like this pin. Several 381s, but no 384. Which is also fine. I had some decent recoveries on hole 6 though. So I'll be grateful for that. Let's just play this conventionally. I'm not gonna take as big of a risk with this pin right now. Beautiful shot.
Nice on.
You don't always have to play super aggressive, because this is sometimes where that will get you.
Nice shot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was way better than that deserved to be, and I'm not surprised.
Wow.
He missed. Still need to make my putt. 9.92 feet away. Good.
Nice birdie.
Beautiful, thank you. I feel like that was a very camper-esque shot. Just a good, awesome shot. That lands really nicely and you have a pretty short putt from there. Oh yeah, I like these conditions well enough. In theory, both of us should at least have a chance of making the green from here. Good enough.
Great.
I don't think this is on the green. He can make that for sure, but he's not on the green. He did not. He was close.
Nice approach. Nice.
I thought about looking with the R button, but I didn't want to game myself out of that. Yeah, those are crazy bounces indeed. Of course. This RNG sucks. So pin and wind are both bad here. I really should try to go left side, but I'm not comfortable enough with Wario's shot to be as aggressive or as passive. Even though this crosswind is ordinarily good for this pin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This will at least not be in the bunker. Bounce wasn't great, but I should be able to make it work. I think world record was forced to play hole 14 against Bowser.
Nice on.
Not an easy putt. Nice frame skip, but it still worked. I'll take it.
Birdie.
He made it. Not a surprise.
Nice.
4 wins on the front 9 and no losses. Pretty good for me. Oh gosh, why? I'd rather just overhit it. Because it still gives me a chance. This is another rare pin that I've gotten several times this run. I might have gotten 249 once.
Nice shot.
The rest were either this one or 258. 245 is my preferred pin. Let's see if I can make this. I don't think so, but valiant effort. Oh my gosh, so close. I'm probably gonna lose. I expect him to make this. I would love to be wrong. Sadly, I'm not. Oh well. Only 2 strokes for the loss. I got the worst pin location yet again. Good pin location here.
Hurry up, will you?
Yeah, it was really close. Oh well. I can only control what I do. Until we learn how to manipulate RNG, if ever. Alright, we're being greedy. I want to reach the ground faster. Good decision. Gonna be really greedy with the slice here. But I think it's better for the shot. Pretty good. With 333, I don't think I'm that aggressive. Really shouldn't be anyway, because I don't remember playing as Wario very much since the Versus Records project. That's what I'm saying, Wario. Good putt.
Nice birdie.
That was like 8.68. Good.
Nice birdie.
Oh, right, I go second because I lost 10. This could be interesting. I hope, like, Mario Bowser is behind the tree line. That doesn't look good for him, which is great for me. I'd rather not be in rough here, but I think Wario would be strong enough to handle it. I hope. Nope, he is not. I'll have to settle for going for birdie, unless I get a crazy chip in here. That's a shame. Played a little too laid back. And Bowser can just hit over this mess. This will not go more than 160 some odd yards though.
Oh, too bad.
I'll say the wind wasn't good. Looks intentional. Pretty aggressive shot. Glad I added that hook.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, no cheating from Bowser. That's good. Unusual, but good. Sometimes computer players in very awful lies will power up even within approach distance, which you're not supposed to be able to do.
Mamma mia.
He made his putt. How's the Mario Golf stream going? So far, so good. I'm on a run right now, so I'm a little bit focused, so forgive me. Good. I'm just glad I didn't lose. But yeah, Duff and Putt, we got 5 out of 6 potential rings.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is either a hole-in-one or short. I suspect short. And right now we're doing Bowser percent, and so far it's interesting. That is on the green. Pretty amazing shot, which might lose me a little bit of time.
Nice on.
Oh yeah, no wind. Pin location's fine with no wind. Amazing shot, thank you. That was really good. He missed his putt. I think I'm far. Good. Alright, not too shabby. Alright, not dormy, so we still gotta try here. Hook would have been catastrophic here. If I win, this is a very good PB. If I tie, we still have a chance at PB. Let's not entertain the other one. Even though that would be pretty funny. Yeah, this is the left side pin. 382 is the ring shots pin that's in the middle. Needed that with the slide. Oh gosh, please. Stop.
Nice on.
I'm surprised that went as far as it did. Not a great shot. Got this. I'll do my best, sir.
Nice on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hurry up. Wow.
I think he made his putt, sadly. So my dreams of a 148 for now are gone. I think I made it. Alright, something. So we have Dormy here. Fourth route for PB. Backpin is actually pretty okay here since Bowser can't exactly get super duper close to this, even though he's trying, kind of. Let's just hit a good shot here. Hook might be interesting here. Come on, Bowser, get close. Within 7.07 feet, please. That's not it. It's not a sub 150 yet. He could still troll. He made his putt, I'm pretty sure.
Nice birdie.
Still need to make mine. Alright, split is when Bowser's wonderful face appears on the screen. Sub 150. Didn't expect that. Now is with Bowser unfortunately getting a birdie on 14, but so did I. Let's enjoy the credits. First PB in a little over 4 years. 4 years and about a week. Whoa. Woo! Camper, thanks for the 300 bits. I appreciate it, dude. Amazing PB indeed. And this is also the first one as a member of Spreadsheet Squad. Let's go. I'll show the spreadsheet that I made after we get through the credits. But in the meantime, fun fact, the color palette of the characters as they appear here is dependent on yours. So I chose C left Wario. And so all the characters will correspond to that color palette selection. So let's see, at first glance, I got a gold split on Luigi's split. I played that pretty well, but we tied hole 7 since we both parred, so I could still be faster. I played as Plum for the first 3... No. First 4, because I played as Plum against Wario. So, let's see. We both parred hole 1. I got trolled by the green, the shadow break. We both birdied 3. We both birdied 9. So, a little bit of trolling from Yoshi. Otherwise, I won everything else. Sunny, aside from Luigi, was probably the cleanest other match. We both birdied hole 8, which is a par 5. Everything else I was able to do better. Wario, we still played to 15, but that was partially by design, because I had terrible conditions on hole 12, so I ended up giving it up. And so we got Dormy on 15. Harry, we played to 13. We got birdie and par on holes 1 and 2 respectively. We both eagled 4. Alright, now the credits are done. First, I'll take a screenshot of my splits. I can post them in the Discord or something. Let's see if I remember how to put up the Spreadsheet Squad. Let's go. Only a little bit you can't really see, but it doesn't really matter. You're not missing any information. So pretty bare bones right now. So I'll go through the rest of the spreadsheet and then I'll explain what I did. But long story short, I was mostly looking at stroke count for each hole. More on that in a bit. So Luigi was mostly good. Yoshi can still be faster. It just would need to play that in 10 holes instead of 11. Sunny was played to 10 holes, but I did not get a Dormy. Wario, we got Dormy 15 for the reasons I mentioned. Giving up 12 I think was a good idea. Harry, we had 4 ties in the front 9. Unfortunately, he eagled hole 10. So that was a loss for me, and I took 3 strokes. I think I birdied. There was one hole somewhere. Oh yeah, I ended up giving up after that 3rd stroke because I was farther away and there was no point in me making it because I knew he was going to get birdie. That's what happened. He did not eagle. I just had tough conditions with the pin. So Harry still went okay given the circumstances. Mario, I beat him 1 hole sooner, which was probably the real difference for this particular PB. We had 5 ties in the front 9. We mostly played really well. We both got par on 6. That was the only real blemish. I played it really cautious on that putt because I didn't want to get bogey. That was one of the few times I was playing for par. Everything else played really well. Got a tie on 10, which for that wind was fine. I almost made a ridiculous putt for eagle. Dormy on 13. I missed my opportunity for birdie, but it was Dormy, so I was able to get a par and win. Bowser, I feel like I played pretty adequately against. So birdie, 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 and he almost made eagle, so he was nice in that regard. We both eagled. No, I eagled. Both birdied. I got birdie. Birdie. I eagled, but he didn't, thankfully. And then we both birdied with a tough pin. He got eagle, I didn't. Excuse me. 11, I played well. We both birdied 12. If I hadn't landed in the rut, I would have had a much better chance for eagle. Bowser messed up pretty bad. 13, I got birdie. 14, we both birdied, which is unfortunate. Because had he missed, I could have won right then and there and saved like a minute and a half. Could have saved a full anime opening's worth of time. But instead, we took that anime opening's worth of time and still got sub 150 because we got Dormy on 15. As for the spreadsheet itself, I went in a different direction from Campers, which shoutouts to Camper spreadsheet as well for Bowser percent. It is really awesome. I love all the stuff he's done with it. Just a lot of cool stuff being tracked. This is pretty bare bones in comparison, since I don't know how much effort I want to put into Bowser percent. But the notes are pretty similar to birdie badges, except sometimes I denoted chip-ins by me, other times not. I don't have to denote resets, which is nice. Since I'm only playing Toad Highlands, I haven't put any information about what I did on those specific pars at this point. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. The yellow is where my PB finished the round. But because of potential give-up strats, it isn't always a bad thing that you play one hole further into the course, as long as you're quick about it. I haven't tracked wins, losses, and ties for Dormies. I could do that, I suppose. But the main thing I was tracking was the number of strokes that I physically saw. So there were multiple characters who hit into the water on hole 6. I did not specifically track that. So Harry, for instance, hit into the water on hole 6. He got a bogey, which is why I won. But he hit 3 shots in real time. I do not count the penalty stroke. So I don't know what my last PB did, but this one, we saw 524 shots being played of varying different times. I complained about the pin location 28 times. I really should have a tracker for how many holes I'm playing. That would be nice. So let's see. 10, 20, 31, 46, 59, 72, 87 holes. Do some math here. Holes 28 divided by 7. So 32% of the pin locations I complained about. Under 20% of the rain, which is pretty fortunate because rain should be a 1 in 4 chance. Wind, I think, was pretty fortunate, and 12 no ones. Total stroke count for CPUs is a very interesting statistic. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. Just because there is so much outside of our control, I think it's reasonable to account for that. And if you want to account for score specifically, you could count the water hazards, but I just didn't see any reason for that because I wanted the more raw data. I would not work well in the Gordon Ramsay kitchen if I specifically want something raw. But it is what it is. So maybe I'll add more at some point, maybe I won't. Oh, wait a second, hang on. I still used Wario here. There could be some utility in using Mario over Wario because you might be able to steal an eagle chance. But Wario does hit his shots lower, and Mario's animations are pretty slow, even though you'd only be using it for 1. And I think Wario's a pretty interesting option in lieu of Harry too. Because every character I played as, so Plum and Wario, hit the ball low. My previous PB used Plum, Plum, Yoshi, 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 Harry, Harry, Mario. So, more characters who hit the ball higher. Which, this is a much riskier way to go, but I like it. So, that is the spreadsheet squad. Either way, first PB in just over 4 years. That's pretty nice. And this is also the first one with Spreadsheet Squad. Nearly goal with Plum versus Wario is ridiculous, I know, right? That's how bad the Wario split can be, though, I will say. Maybe next time, if there is a next time. But, shoutouts to Plum, shoutouts to Fitifo, and shoutouts to Spreadsheet Squad. Hashtag Spreadsheet Squad. Let's